The number one skill to make more money is to learn how to sell. To be able to use AI, you need to know what to ask AI. And when it comes out, you need to be able to read it and check and see that, this is what I actually wanted and it's right.
All the information we need are there, but how do we even get access to the right information to be able to utilize it? We sit on gold, we sit on diamond, and then we'll be asking that, give us this, give us that.
And here lies in the answer. Does artificial intelligence makes you lazy? No.
So where do we start from? Is it just, like you mentioned, we need to get knowledge on it. We need to start learning, mature on it. What's to you the practical steps that we can take if I want to, now that I've heard from you, if I want to go proper into the AI search stuff, where do I start from?
Simple things, right? How do I use AI to write my emails? How do I use AI to plan my day? Just start with basic, simple things and get used to the tools, right? The more you practice it, the more your mind is going to think, I can use it to do this. That means I can use it to do that, this other thing, right? I can use it to do this. I can use it to do that. Okay, what other tools? But start from somewhere small. But move from, I need to use AI to actually doing it. Because like I said, the world that we live in is a skill-based economy. Practice. That will be mine. Forget all the other things. Develop that childish curiosity in your heart to want to know more and start practicing. Those are the two things I will tell you. Use the chat GPTs, the Claudes and the Geminis of today, and then you will start from there and go into so many other tools. And then you will now take it into your work and start asking yourself, I do this and this and this. You can even tell the AI, look, this is what I do. This is the job that I do. Can you look into my daily activities and tell me what I can automate, I can use AI for, and help me come up with the different tools and technology? And it will literally tell you, right? It will tell you everything. So I've trained my mind to never go to my brain first now. I use my brain to collect information and think. And honestly, I don't want to, I want to use my brain to do so many other things other than training it for some other thing. The moment I think of something, the first thing I think of, can I get the AI to do it? Yes, I can. Okay, let me just find out. Look, I want to do this and do that and do this. And somebody said, like you said, somebody might say, you're not thinking, you're not using your mind. But the way human intelligence works in school is that the more you're exposed to information, the more the neutrons and whatever it is in your brain will now form more connections. So the introduction of more information and the fact that you are processing it bit by bit now creates more intelligence. So we are learning more by virtue of being exposed to so much information that we are consuming on a day-to-day basis. So start from simple things and then from there build up, literally.
Okay, so the idea that it's going to make us lazy is not true. And the more you start using it, the more you get access to information and the more it makes you sharper.
Yes. There are things that you're doing now that you probably would never have known, but because of the more information you are getting, you're expanding what you're doing and you're doing it even in a much more nicer, better, simpler, faster, easier way. You would never have known that. That means that you're becoming more intelligent. Yes. And that's the fundamental thing. And when I write my books, when I'm reading, I'm researching, I have to think about it. I'm going to share it with people. So it's forcing me to become more and more intelligent. And it's changing the way I work, everywhere I work, no matter what I'm doing. I was thinking about, like I said to you, the number one skill to make more money is to learn how to sell. That's it.
The number one skill to make more money is to learn how to sell.
Yes. I tell business people, stop calling yourself business people or entrepreneurs. We are all salespeople. But salespeople in a sense that we are problem solvers. If you're solving people's problems, then you can help them by finding out their problems and then matching it, and it becomes a perfect fit. That is really what the selling I'm talking about. But the point, I said all of that to say that to do that well, you need to learn and learn more all the time. And the tool that you will actually be able to use is AI, right? You can easily, you can go into an industry and talk to anybody now by simply going to the chat GPT and say, give me some questions or give me some topics or things that I want to just do. And it's readily available.
Okay. So with your background in project management, right? As you are saying that AI has come to stay, we should embrace it. In terms of project management, how do you see AI, right, transforming, for instance, the traditional project management in terms of workflow, especially maybe in decision making, automation, and those kind of things?
Yes. I mean, it's already done it. I mean, I've automated probably 50% of the work that I do. And I use tools like ChatGPT, the chat boxes, for example. I use Zapier for automation. I have Asana. Asana has AI capabilities as well, right? That helps with workflow management and task management. Trello. Trello has AI capabilities. And then a lot of for example, most of the times if I wanted to create maybe some type of diagram, it could be any diagram, I would literally have to sit down and create it with different tools. Today, if I go on my Figma, I'll just give instructions to my Figma and say, look, I want to create a data flow diagram that shows this, and this. Can you just do it for me? And it just does it for me. Do you see what I mean? And I do much, like I said, we do data analysis. Today, I advocate that every single project manager must become a data analyst. How do I know how to do it? It's because I am using AI to analyze a lot of my data to make decisions. When it comes to risk analysis, for example, if I'm doing a project and I want to understand risks, the potential risks in the project, I just type up, this is the project, this is the scope, this is the context, this is the environment, and it gives me a list of all the potential risks with mitigation. My planning exercise, if I want to plan, I'll say, look, this is my work. This is what I need to do. Give me all the work breakdown structures that I need, allocate different times, look at the different resources, resource planning. Everything about the project management and the work that you want to do can be automated you can solve it to make it simpler and easier for yourself by using AI, but you can automate it easily with a lot of tools out there. Yeah.
Okay. So these are some of the specific tools that which help in improving efficiency in the project management space.
Yes. And then more are coming. Forecast app, for example, helps you with your forecasting. Otter AI helps you with summarizing your meetings. I mean, today, what is it called? Teams. Teams has an AI capability that can actually do all this for you. All right. So, the communication tools like Slack and whatnot, they're all coming up with different kinds of AI tools that are going to help. So the world has changed. The world has changed. I did a survey and got some results back. And typically, I'll have to sit down and calculate who. I just took the Excel file into ChatGPT and say, give me a detailed, specific rundown of the report and give me your suggestions. Finish, bundled it in a one nice report, and I send it out. I don't have time. I need to go and make money somewhere else.
That is why people say that we are becoming a lazy generation.
But you see, now I have more time to focus on other things.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, but that one, and I tell people, I mean, at the level that I operate now, and with the income that comes with it, I always say that if it wasn't for AI, I can't do that job. God is my witness. I would be able to, because there's a very high standard, and it's so high that they just expect so much, and it's not just they just expect to, they expect so much, and they expect it to be excellent all the time.
All the time, yeah.
And for somebody that was not born in this country, the only reason why I can write good English, I can produce excellent reports in that timely level, it's because I'm here. If I didn't, I'd just be sitting there. They expect me to do data analysis. They expect me to do program management. They expect me to do portfolio management. They expect me to look at resource management across a very large team. So you're doing all of this stuff. And you're also doing, one of the things I also do is training and capability development. You do all of that, and you need to have a tool next to you that will basically expedite work and make it simpler, quicker, easier, and then make you do it excellently. So if you're not using AI, I'm coming for your job.
We are coming for you wherever you are. But in terms of like these AI tools you are mentioning, are they something we need to buy? Are they free? What is the like the cost benefit analysis of it in terms of getting these tools to do the job for us?
To be perfectly honest, you will get the best out of these tools by buying them, right? They are on a subscription basis. ChatGPT is 20 quid. They have some extra packages if you want it. Gemini is probably around the same. It's around the same figures. What I tend to do is 1 month, I subscribe. and I have like heavy duty work to do. The other month, if I feel
Yes.
like I can just use the free version, I just use it small. If I have something major that is coming, I'll go back to the subscription. But sometimes what they are doing now with this whole free versions is that they'll just give you some opportunity to do some analysis work or whatever it is. And then they'll say you can come back again at 12 something. I'll just move on to Gemini. Okay.
You've exhausted your time for today. So,
and then I'll go to this one. But if I have some major activities, like some months I've really had a lot to do, I'll just be paying. The months that I don't really have a lot, I'll just be using the free version. So, and it's not that expensive. If you think about it, it depends on you, the value of the work. For me, I deal with very hefty budgets, huge budgets. So 20 quid for me for a budget of a couple of, whatever is nothing, right? For me to be able to manage some of the schemes and stuff that I do. So it depends on the person. If you see the value for what it is and you actually can see what you can use it for, I think there are free versions. They're definitely, all of them are offering free versions anyways. Yeah.
Okay. So to you, since you started using AI in your project management space and stuff, what has been some of the challenges that you've encountered with regards to using AI in project management?
Okay. And here lies in the answer. Does artificial intelligence makes you lazy? No. To be able to use AI, you need to know what to ask AI.
Yes, because there are a lot of information it brings out.
Do you understand? So, in a way, you have to be intelligent to be able to engage intelligently with the AI too.
Frame the right, questions for you to give to AI, and then AI will produce the results that you are satisfied with.
Exactly. Now, if you are not intelligent and you don't know what to look out for, even in the submission and the results, you're going to copy nonsense and send it across.
Yeah, right? So, that is where that aspect of people saying that it's making you not think comes in.
Yeah, this is the point. But for you to be able to get the right results, you need to think well to get it out of them. And when it comes out, you need to be able to read it and check and see that this is what I actually wanted and it's right. So that whole process, you're still using your mind. So the challenges of it is for example, if I go into some industries and I say I want to learn about this and it gives me some information, I have to be learning about this stuff for me to be able to know more about what it is that have been submitted to me by the AI too. Right. So what I'm really saying is there's an element of bias with AI. Right. And it requires a little bit more commitment to really using the tool correctly for you to get the best out of it.
Yeah.
Right. So it's, for me, because I'm an ever learning learner, it's fairly easy for me to use a tool of this nature. Right. But if somebody is just casual, they just want to print it and get this and go and do this. No, the challenge to get the best out of AI is to be committed to really learning and investigating and be curious, so that whenever you read the stuff from AI, at the beginning, I'll see some information and I'll be like, that doesn't look right. That's not something I should be. It doesn't make sense to me. So you will find that there's biases and you need to read through to be able to know it. And then I feel like for the average person, unless they have come to understand prompt engineering and how to ask the right questions, they probably will find it very difficult to get the best. AI tools need a little bit more context to be able to give you something more specific. If not, the information is very generalized. Right? You've got to really give it a specific angle. So I'll say, as my expert project manager with 25 years of experience, I want you to teach me Harvard level expertise on project planning. And I want you to adopt AI technologies in your explanation. I don't want it to be more than 1,000 characters. And in there, I want you to talk about this, and this. And even more importantly, ask me some questions so that you can get a better understanding. Like, that is practiced over a period of time to know what kind of prompts for it to give you the real thing that you're asking. If not, it's just recognizing patterns and throwing information at you, So I would say the challenges are, and then the challenge of keeping up with the different AIs, because every day somebody has woken up with another AI too.
New innovation and new inventions coming.
Yeah. Yes. There's more, and they haven't even started. They're only beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with maybe developing countries, Africa, how can we capitalize on these? And with some of these limited resources that we have, what can we do? From where you sit and the number of years that you've delved into this space, how do you think we can capitalize or leverage on it to not say that, oh, it's not for us, it's for these people, let them take it?
I think I heard Steve Jobs say something this morning, and he said something very powerful. He said that he's learned that when you sort out the senior level structure, get the right people in the right places, and you build the right culture, the people at the bottom naturally follow.
Yes, right? Because you are leading them.
Yes. And so for AI to really become an African, something that is widely adopted, it has to be a government,
initiative.
Exactly. If you look at the Americas and the Chinese and this is not a conversation that is being held at the business level. We're talking about legislative requirements to manage AI. So we need that. That I've not heard any government or president in Africa that has mentioned it. I've not seen it. And this is something that is transforming societies for and I guess it's because a lot of them don't even use their phones and, they don't even understand what is going on. They just know somebody's on TikTok and their video is trending or something like that. Right. So that's the first thing. But there's still a human responsibility where we all have that responsibility towards ourselves to educate. I feel like a lot more work has to be done by the radio stations, by podcasts like yourself, to really communicate what is truly happening. Because you see, when you sit and talk with the average African about the reason why they should not be struggling, they will say, we are a country that has cocoa. We are a country that has magnesium. We are
all the resources.
Do you understand? And it's like, are you asleep? Are you in this world? That's not the focus of the world. The monies of this world are not being invested in raw materials. They're invested in, value-added chain, right? And even more importantly, the money of today is in a specific location. It's in the artificial intelligence, robotics world where the billions and the trillions, and that's where whatever is happening. So we need to begin to sensitize our people to shift their attention from what the old ways of doing things to now embrace the new technologies of the world. Because you're not going to compete. Like, just imagine, right? You have cocoa, and then Brazil has cocoa. Brazil is using technologies and AI to do their work. They are able to produce this cocoa in 2 weeks. You are still using rural farmers to produce this in six months. You've been left behind. 10 years behind.
Yes. Do
you understand what I mean? So the impact of this, I don't think even governments have understood it yet. And this is where that work of sensitizing our people should come in. And then people have data. If you go on TikTok, the amount of people that are on TikTok watching one nonsense thing after another, they have data.
I'm telling you, and it gets to that point where you just say, what is our focus as a people? That is the point, because you just take time to go to these educational videos and stuff and see the number of views, and go to where somebody comes to, sit and just yes. You see, so it tells you our focus, where we are directed to what we want to achieve. And at the end of the day, we will go back and then blame, somebody who says that vote for me, I'll become president. And then he or she cannot even take care of him or herself properly. You see the thing? So the focus is that now it's a level playing ground, right? So now that you have that capacity to be able to read and write, this is where you need to maximize that potential, that ability.
Yes. I go on TikTok and I see somebody has 20,000 people watching them. What is this guy talking about? And you're like, Wow.
So
Can you
they will say
say
that everyone has his or her
has their own?
interests.
Poverty is nothing at the door. We are all here.
Yeah. It's really something that with time we need to conscientize people and then
Yes.
take it upon because it's becoming too much. Then
Yeah.
we need to sanitize the kind of information that people are consuming because it's now not like you're competing amongst ourselves. We are competing against everyone. Once you are in this world, you are competing against the
It's a global
over
war
8
now.
billion people. Yes.
Yes.
And so you need to abreast yourself, embrace changes, and to be able to be up there so that you not be left behind. And then later you'll be blaming a certain government who cannot even manage
If the
anything.
government cannot
for us.
manage their own it's the world that we live in. And you've said it perfectly well. It's something that sometimes you struggle to understand. You look at views of somebody talking about absolutely nothing, and the views are incredibly hard. Sometimes I look at my likes and I say, somebody has a like. Honestly, like today, somebody has a like of
You'll be disappointed.
30,000 likes, right?
And it's a comedy.
And people create comedy. You're just doing like just doing something like with that and dancing or something. And I don't have any problem with that. But you just realize, like you said, the focus of the people.
Yeah,
And
the focus of the people.
Yes. And that's the reality of the world that we live in. And this is why I said there is a great opportunity to create a level playing field for everybody. But there's also that great opportunity to create the greatest divide in human society ever. And that's where we are going, where those that are really successful will be incredibly successful. And those that are poor and struggle will really, really struggle. That one is coming very, very much. It's coming. Human beings, TikTok is showing all of us.
Yes. It's like I've really enjoyed the conversation right from the start. I don't want to end it because I'm telling you because you've given us actually what people are missing, and phones are in our hands every time.
Mhm.
But what are we using it for?
Yes.
You see behind our computers, what are we, using? And later, all the information we need are there. But how do we even get access to the right information to be able to utilize it?
Yes.
We sit on gold, we sit on diamond, and then we'll be asking that, give us this, give us that.
Yes. That's why I said there's a level of confidence I have now that I've never had. Why? Because I have a readily available information that in my entire mind I would have never been able to have.
Wow.
If I decide I want to go, somebody says, I want to go and build a house in so and so place in Ghana, you can ask all the challenges that you are likely to face, all the risk, all the opportunity that you're likely to face in making this venture, which before it would have never come to your mind.
You just make phone calls and be asking those who are into it already, and then maybe one or two people who know even give you the exact situation on the ground.
Yes, you can ask this information, and even if it doesn't give you the detailed, it will be a good place for you to enter into any meeting with that level of confidence and have a conversation. Investment, that's why go into the finance sector. The people that have adopted this highly is the financial sector. They are the ones that are fighting for AI because today you are able to calculate risks that you never ever anticipated.
Yeah.
So some of the biggest, I read that some of the major corporations, I've already seen multiple videos, but even the CEO of HSBC has already acknowledged that this is producing incredible opportunities for productivity, for efficiency and effectiveness. And so they're going to invest. And this is why most people are about to lose their job. That one is coming. They haven't even started because you need to reskill and retool and become useful in the marketplace. If not, when we talk about AI, you will just get shocked. But me, when you talk about AI, bring it on, But people are not, there's no second. If I wake up in the morning, I want to see what it is. I'll do my morning devotions and whatnot and just go straight to it. I want to see what it is, And then from there, I want to be able to understand what tools are new that I need to use in the development. So there's a lot.
Wow.
There's a lot.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Thank you so much for coming to share your knowledge on. I think anyone who gets hold of this episode of, should be able to, go into AI proper. I was using it, but now you've given me,
You got things
different.
that you can do.
Yeah. I've seen a different, level to how, to the extent I can use AI. Yes, and what are some of like the final words you want to share with us, the audience, anyone who listens to the audio, anyone who watches the video? What are your final words to us in terms of AI in technology, project management, and the space where you find yourself?
I wouldn't want to talk about project management, AI, or anything. I would want to say something. I read the story of Joseph in the Bible,
Yes.
and you acknowledge that the life of Joseph was very, very different in terms of all the challenges and the changes that he experienced.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing is sure is that when he got to that place where he was given the opportunity to interpret the dream of the king, you can call that supernatural experience, because you needed to have some supernatural ability and help from God to be able to know what this dream is and explain it. But when it came to the actual implementation of the strategies, he needed common sense.
Yes.
Right?
So at a point, it says that you need someone who is wise and discerning.
Yes. In their
Yes.
in these affairs, to be able to manage that. And the king looked around and said, who has
If you have interpreted it, then it means that you have it.
Yes. So I want to say that, and I'm happy you brought that. I want to say that, you see, there is a working of the supernatural and the practicalities, or you can say the wisdom that is necessary to live life. And one of the things when it comes to being able to operate in this world in a much more, useful way is, yes, maintain your spirituality and make sure that this world, you need that. You need that very well.
Yeah, you need that. Yeah, you need it. You need it.
But make sure you are adaptable. If you are not adaptable, one thing that Joseph was able to do was to adapt to any situation and any context that you find him. It doesn't matter. It could be in a prison. It could be in Potiphar's house. It could be whatever. Adaptability is one of the greatest things that actually helped him to eventually preserve not just his family, but also the lineage, as it were, and where we ultimately get our message and our commitment and belief. So be adaptable. Whichever industry you are in, if you are not adaptable, you are a stone, you're a tree. We will cut you down and move forward.
We'll push you aside.
We'll push you aside and move forward, because the world is going very fast. And, it's where you invest your focus and your time and attention that will ultimately give you the returns that you want. And, I've come to a point in life where I just believe that humans will do what they want to do. So you just watch them and you pray for them and you hope that things will change. But if you're among those that, if you're among those that have some type of maturity and responsibility, and you are aware, you're a little bit whatever, then become adaptable. Become adaptable, because that is the number one skill to survive in this world today. Like, anything you know for 5 days is enough. Start learning something else quickly.
Anything you know for 5 days is enough.
It's enough. Move. Advance. We are not. The world has changed. It's changing. So that's my final words.
Right. How can we connect? How can we connect with you if this vast knowledge that you've shared and the experience, if audience want to connect with you, whether on your social media platforms, the books you've written, and then the Cedar Pro Academy that you've established and all, how can we connect with you?
Yes. So you can connect with me on TikTok. I mean, Cedar Pro Academy, if you search for it on TikTok, you can definitely connect. If you go on Instagram, you search for Anthony Baafi, you will find me there. If you go on LinkedIn and you want to see some of the things that I've done, you'll also find me, Anthony Baafi or Tony Baafi. You'll find me there. A quick Google search about me, you'll find 1 or 2 things about me. So those are that. My social media platforms, and then Cedar Pro Cedar Pro. And if you go to our website, www.cedarpro.com, academy.com, you will also be able to reach out to me. I am readily available to have a conversation with anyone, and help as many people as possible. I have a WhatsApp number on my TikTok. You send a WhatsApp to that number, somebody will pick it up, and I'll be in a position to be able to have a conversation with you. So there are many outlets out there. Send me a message. I'm not the type that you need permission for this. I'm very, very busy, but I also believe that there has to be a good balance between being busy and, being readily available for people, so, I'm always available.
Wow. So we've come to the end of this exciting and insightful and, knowledge-based episode. And in fact, I must say, I have, enjoyed every bit of this conversation. And yes, so thank you so much for coming on board to share your knowledge on AI in technology, how to use it to manage projects and all that we need, and where it is going, the need for us to embrace the fact that it has come to stay, and the things we need to do that, so that we can be able to use it and maximize it to make sure that, we are not left behind. So it has been very insightful. It has been very, very insightful. So, viewers, thank you for watching the King Obed podcast. And we are grateful to our guest for showing up. It's on all platforms. We are on YouTube. You can find us. We are on Facebook. We are on TikTok. We are on Instagram. Anywhere, all the social media platforms, we are there. The King Obed podcast. Find us, search us, follow us, and let's, move into the world of AI and make the world a better place and makes ourselves also a better people as we move along. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.